semi-final match between
Four-time
Peoria
PBA Player of the Year.
and Doug Kent.
Won it in 86, 93, 96, and 97, and Walter Ray Williams begins our third round match with a strike.
Today's best.
We see the ball of Walter Ray Williams going into the pocket in such a nice fashion, right in the high flush zone. Good reaction from Walter. He says he's back. Yeah, we know it.
Doug Kent continues to struggle. He struggled toward the end of the last game against Tom Baker. No, it was not very good.
Maybe a little bit of self-doubt creeping in on Doug Kent. Important to stay focused. As he goes hard and straight, switching balls to make that 7-10.
Now, we talk about Walter Ray being a legend on tour. A lot of people think, Marshall, from talking with a lot of these bowlers, they think this guy could be a future legend. That Doug Kent really knows how to adjust his game.
Well, certainly he has the physical gifts in order to be able to do that, Mike. It's just a matter of putting them together, getting a break here and there. He's going to have to win a lot of tournaments if he wants to be considered to be anywhere near as great as Walter Ray Williams Jr.
When you're talking Walter Ray, you're talking one of the greatest of all time. He's been ranked #1 for 52 consecutive tournaments, and along with his 24 titles, he has 29 seconds. And he has started here in the third round match in Peoria.
Walter Ray Williams Jr. had a little bit of a tough night last night. He was not feeling well, a little bit under the weather, and didn't get a lot of sleep. But I asked him, I said, now are you going to be able to handle bowling a game or two on TV? And he said that won't be any problem. He's got plenty of adrenaline rushing through those veins of his.
In the third frame.
Hook, baby, come on! Come on! We'll let Walter do his own color commentary. He says he was a little fast on that shot, but still kept the ball well in play and almost gets the tap on that 10-pin out of the channel with the 6.
He'll go for the spare, turn the 9 to 10, and he got it.
You can hear Walter Ray's spare ball as it rolls down the lane, goes right over the thumb and fingers.
So Williams with a couple of strikes in the spare, and now Doug Kent in the third. Doug Kent is a guy who just loves the competition. He says getting the hit you need in a key frame has got to be like hitting a game-winning home run, or Michael Jordan hitting a game-winning basket. But right now, he doesn't have that game-winning stroke.
A little bit light. Doug Kent needs to slow the ball down a little bit or juice it up a little more, but this is not going to get it done against Walter Ray Williams Jr. Now he's left himself with a difficult spare. Needs to fit the ball in between the 2 and the 5. Goes hard and straight from deep inside. A really nice conversion. Trailed by 9 pins right now.
What was that about him being a lousy spare shooter?
I make a good shot. I never said he was a lousy spare shooter. I said that at times in the past. Let's preface that. That's in the past. He's had some problems on television. This is the new improved Doug Kent.
In the fourth frame. Down by 9.
Oh, yeah.
He liked that one from the moment of release.
The players can tell when the ball goes off their hand. They can feel it. He gets the good projection out onto the lane. Right now, he's saying yes. He knows that ball's going to hit. Watch the 10-pin. Bang, right off the 6.
Walter Ray not wasting any time.
Walter Ray's got a little bit of room to the right.
Strikes in the 4th as well.
And get back to the pocket.
He bowled a 300 this week here in Peoria, the only one of the week.
They worked that time. I'm saying his fingers worked that time. As I've said in the past, Walter Ray's greatest asset is that he makes the commitment. He's not afraid to throw the shot. He doesn't lay through it. He goes ahead and just fires right through the release point, whether right or wrong. And that time it was a little bit wrong.
Ooh, only this time of day.
Come on, take it easy, take it easy.
Leaves the 2 pin.
And he's talking to himself when he's saying, take it easy.
Listen at it.
We'll watch the pins rattle down, but this little guy right here, no help, Walter.
And the spare in the 5th.
Yeah, spades in the 5th.
So Walter Ray Williams with a 9-pin lead as Doug Kent comes up in the 5th frame on lane 38.
Watch how balanced Doug Kent is at the foul line. He's got incredible timing and balance. But the balance is not going to help him out there. He gets a little bit high, then a little light, then high again. He's really lost lane 38. And what I was talking with Dave Fraser about seems to be happening. He says he tells himself to let it go, but the first match, Tommy Baker bowled a great game. Then he struggled a little bit in the next match. And Doug Kent bowled a great game. Now he's struggling in this match.
You can almost tell, just even from up here, that he doesn't seem to have the same kind of focus. He's not dialed in with the same kind of confidence he had.
Opening
No,
the
it ain't
5th.
With the opportunity in the 5th frame to take the lead, Doug Kent goes further behind, now by 21 pins against Walter Ray Williams. And not a very high-scoring match, but he can extricate himself from this little bit of difficulty. He'll be all right.
Kent in the 6th frame now. It's our 3rd round match. And again, came up a little low.
Only this time Kent came up
It's
like
just
that.
amazing how quickly you can lose what you once had. And I know it from personal experience. I was bowling in a tournament in Milwaukee many years ago, and I averaged 250 the first 3 games on national television. And now I'm bowling against a relative unknown player. And I've already got my winner's speech already ready. And I shot 150, lost by 60 pins. Hold on. So just when you think you have it going, Doug Kent has lost it a little bit. He's going to have to pump it up against Walter Ray Williams Jr.
With Marshall Holman, Mike Bush back in Peoria. Walter Ray Williams Jr. up by 21 pins over Doug Kent in our 3rd round match.
And Jeff Slivin would like to go back-to-back on the PGA Tour.
He's quite a bowler, I understand.
And also from the New York area, not far from where Doug Kent lives.
Come on, baby, come on.
Walter Ray Williams hosting the strike.
The important shot coming out of commercial. Can Walter Ray have the composure? Well, certainly. And he wants it badly. Now here's a shot where he really has a great opportunity to extend his lead up by 31 pins and make it extraordinarily difficult for Doug Kent to have any chance of coming back.
In the 7th frame.
Came in light last time and so often.
Up high enough to 316.
Wow. Square up hooks. That's not good.
Having trouble with lane 37. Take a look at those eyes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he knew it from release because he was letting out a sigh as soon as he let the ball go.
Tough spare. Well, he yelled, uh-oh, right when he let the ball go, and he made it perfectly. Walter, you're fooling me up here. Doug Kent still in this match. Walter Ray having a lot of trouble on lane 37. Came in light in the 5th frame, high in the 7th frame, and that's the worst possible scenario you can have when you have that little highlight reel going in the middle of a game.
Kent down by 21 pins here in the 7th frame. He needs to dial in again, and he does. Doug Kent with a strike in the 7th.
And for Doug Kent, it's all about making shots as he asks for a re-rack on lane 37.
You're allowed 2 re-racks per game.
Doug Kent coming right back into your living room again. Watch the 6-pin, bang. Takes care of the 10. in the 8th frame to cut the lead to 11, and more importantly, really send a message back to Walter Ray Williams. Doug Kent needs this strike. I know his boy Jacob is yelling and screaming for daddy right here. And he liked that shot. He started to go down on one knee. Thought it was a good shot. Let's see if he gets the good projection he needs on this shot. Because he thought he threw a good shot. Well, he projected the ball, but it looked like it might have been just a little left of his target. Has to forget about that and make sure of the spare.
3-6-10 spare on the money. Without Kent in the 8th. Walter Ray Williams still up by 21 pins as he moves to lane 38 here in the 8th frame of our 3rd round match, the Peoria Open. Doug Kent defeated Tom Baker in the 2nd round match. Baker defeating Mark Roth in our 1st round match.
Well, he hasn't missed on
I got
38, but
maybe
you should have missed on that one, Walter. That was very, very fortunate, as we'll see the ball go down around the 20 board, go all the way out to about 12, and now he's just going to tickle him over. This is the shot that's been giving him trouble. Lane 37, now really the lane that's giving everyone problems, and I'm sure in the next match that David Prager will probably make whoever he bowls on finish on lane 37. Is that the right way, Walter?
Yes, it is. Walter Ray Williams.
Yeah, doubles up and then from that fence.
Take a look at the power. Watch the 5-pin. Right in to that 7. That takes the damage, does all the work.
That's what makes Walter Ray so great, Marshall. His ability to adjust. He's struggling on one lane. So he tries something new. He's not afraid to try it. And there it was, a strike.
That's right. He's not afraid to go out there and make a commitment. Come on. Now, Doug Kent has found himself in really big trouble now. He leaves the bucket, the 2-4-5-8. Best Doug Kent can do, 194 with a spare and striking out. Walter Ray Williams is going to have that chance to try and get a little closer. First places to second place finishes. That's his goal out here. He wants to have more first places than seconds. Right now, 24 first, 29 seconds. So see how he can do.
The first person that Doug Kent called yesterday after making the telecast was his mom, Nancy, who says is his biggest fan along with his 6-year-old son, Jacob. And I'm sure they're at home cheering him on. Trying to finish out strong here in our 3rd round match. The frustrated Doug Kent, 31 years old, Canandaigua, New York.
Couple frames late.
Finally figures out the lane and he says, a little too late.
Has all the natural ability, but has not gotten it done to the extent that the players, his peers think he should. He's got that much raw ability.
Yeah.
He'll shake it off and he'll be back again soon, I'm sure.
Spare.
And a 184 in our 3rd round match.
Now from 260 to 180, you wonder where it went that fast. Walter Ray Williams right now. Here's a question for you, Mike. Where did Walter Ray Williams Jr. win his first tournament?
I think it was here in Peoria back in 1986.
Bingo.
The same year he won his first PBA Player of the Year award.
And you see Walter Ray Williams moving outside. That is a test, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to see if there's something out there for him in the next match. And I would think by that reaction that the answer to that question is a resounding no.
So he will not be trying that again?
I would think not. I mean, when you see that kind of reaction, you want to bolt away from it as fast as possible. He's going to try and make this so we can get another shot. But he's got it. He's got it. And right now, that gives Walter Ray the opportunity to adjust one more time. Another shot. Take a look. It's a makeable split. Watch as he gets the ball to the left of the 2-pin.
Well, of course, Dad won the match. But
Left
this
of the
was
2-pin.
textbook without doubts.
That's after the 4 going into the 8. The 8 goes into the 10, and that is Deadeye. Walter Ray Williams Jr. as he moves back inside. He'll stay there.
Strike.
Walter Ray
And
Williams.
awesome game in a break conversion for 2 great 10 splits. Click like and subscribe.
To 184.